So let's begin this evening's class by coming to this seated position. As you cross the legs, if those knees are really hitched up, then bring the hips up higher, grab a cushion, a block, roll the mat up. If you're falling out in your lower back, prop the hips up. If you're trying to overextend and bring the chest and shoulders forward of the hips, bring them back in line and try and keep the spine in a natural curve. Hands rest on the legs, tuck the chin in towards not your throat, close the two physical eyes and take a moment to be still. Noticing this feeling. In the stillness, start to make any adjustments through your posture you feel necessary. And then start to tune in more, focusing with your breath work. Pranayama, the circulation of energy, the breath in and around the body. The energy levels, how we feel. And we slow and deepen those breaths gently. So we start to notice where those breaths move through the body. Notice if we're tense in the face, let it relax. The forehead, side temples, around the eyes. Skin over the cheekbones, smooth around to the jawline. If that bottom jawline's clenched, let it drop down. Teeth slightly separate. Notice where the tongue is in the mouth. If the tongue is hard and pressed against the roof of the mouth, let it drop. Feel the sides of the tongue relax, the root of the tongue relax. Make a swallowing action, slide the awareness into the throat, into the chest, and down into the abdominal region. Keeping the breaths gently flowing, lengthening, deepening if it's easy to do so. Deepening the breath, changing that feeling, the circulation, the energy through the body. If you notice the mind wants to keep wandering away, make the breath stronger, deeper. Put some sound in it even. You can sigh the breath out a couple of times. Maybe ujjayi breath, sound breath through the throat. Whatever feels right for you, keep it going. Start to see if there's any more breath, any more space there. The inhale's lifting up through your body. You could have a subtle pause, a gap at the end of the breath, and then a slow breath out, not letting it gush out, and a pause at the end of the breath. Continuing this way, slow breath in, a pause at the end of the breath. Feel you're lifting up a little bit more through the body if you could. Then exhale, a softening as it releases out, not slumping. Pause at the end of the exhale, maybe engage the lower bandhas, Mula Bandha Uddiyana, then Jalandhara. Release the bandhas, breathe in again, let the belly relax, chest expand as well. Bring the breath up through the body, pause for a moment, tuck the chin in, lift the lower bandhas, perineum, lower belly. Release them off and then exhale in your time. Slow breath out. Pause at the end of the breath, engage the lower bandhas, pelvis lifts, lower belly scoops, chin tucks as we hold the breaths in or out. Next breath occurs, release the bandhas, breathe in or out wherever you're up to. That subtle gap at the end of the breath, seal off the container, lock the chin down, seal off the pelvic floor, scoop the belly in. Release the bandhas for the next breath. Might be difficult to activate Uddiyana if it's a full tummy, a full day of eating, whatever works for you. Easier to activate bandhas early morning when there's less substance in the body. Notice how it feels, just continue as best you can, sealing off top and bottom of the container, the torso, and then next breath occurs, release the bandhas, breathing in or out. A few more rounds, just notice how this breath work feels for you. Does it start to clear the mind, bringing us some clarity, yet a sense of calm and centeredness as well? One more round of breath work, so finish around your arm, one more full round. No rush. Try not to gush or push the breath, keep it slow, keep it steady, keep it deep and calm. End of that exhale, pause and hold the breath out when you're ready to. Try and lift the bandhas, lock and seal the breath. And then when you're ready to release, head comes up, base bandhas release, breathing in and out naturally. Give yourself a moment to breathe naturally, notice how that feels. When you're ready, exhale fully, walk the hands out in front of you. Keep the chest lifted. If you feel your chest starting to slump, you've gone too deep. Arms active and long, chin tucked in and up. Notice your posture. Are you one of the postures where the body tilts up or the buttocks tilt up and it's easy to come through? Or are you tighter, the buttocks really stay anchored down and you can't get so deep? Wherever you are, we want to keep the spine long, front and back of the body balanced, side body balanced. Try not to collapse the chest over. Give yourself a few more moments, breathing into this feeling. Try not to let that chest drop down. Neck long, support the weight of the head. And then depending on your knee joints, you're easily just going to roll over the feet, toes together, knees wide, or swing the legs around and come through into wide knees, toes together, and then drop chest and chin or chest and forehead to the mat. Pinching in the shoulders, bring the elbows wider. Otherwise, reach those arms long. Slow the breaths. Abdominal wall, keep it relaxed. Exhale fully, then lift the navel, bring the head and chest up, come up on the hands and knees, bring the knees in underneath the hips, stack shoulders above the wrists, neutral spine, and then when you're ready, dip the spine, inhale, looking up. If you're frowning, look down, tip of nose instead. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, look into your navel. So let's keep it flowing. Inhale the dipping, chest pulling forward, looking up. Exhale the rolling, look in towards the navel. Find your flow. If you're just dropping and collapsing your back, then don't dip so much. Be more gentle. Next time you're looking at your navel, stay there. Shoulders broad, chin in, broaden across the upper back and breathe into that space. Use your breath to open up the back of the ribs, back of the lungs, expand them up and out, push out. Exhale, lift the navel up to the spine actively. Then let the head rock side to side, let the belly relax as you rock the head side to side. If one side of the neck is particularly tight, hold into it or just keep moving side to side gently. Start to rock the hips, ribs, shoulders side to side. Mobilize it, notice how that feels for you. Circling around, figure 8, buttocks can push all the way back to heels, shoulders around the wrists. Move it more so, and again, if you find a tight spot, hold into it, and then breathing into that feeling if there's a tightness. When you're ready, we're going back to child pose. Take the buttocks all the way back to the heels, let elbows drop, forehead rest. Arms can come back beside the feet. Chin tucks in and up, or stack the hands and rest the forehead, whichever feels best for you. Back of neck long. Tailbone tuck under, lengthen the back. Now with the chest compressed on the front legs, deepen your breath and notice where you feel your breath work. Can you feel the back lower ribs expanding more? Deepening those breaths to where you can. If the front chest is compressed on the legs, the breath has got to move somewhere. Notice that feeling. Next, exhale for you. Press your shins down through the mat. Firm the lower belly. Roll your back up vertebra by vertebra. Chin stays tucked all the way. Coming up to kneeling at the back of the mat. Once you're there, give yourself a moment, some full shoulder rotations. Inhale, upward motion. Exhale, downward motion. Mobilize the spine as well, or just the shoulders, your choice. And then opposite direction in your time. Shoulders drop down, spine lifts up. Bring a slow, deep breath in and a slow breath out. We open the eyes and wide arms sweep up. Look up and reach up if it's easy on the neck. Hands forward onto the mat, exhale, stretch them long. Head and chest lifts, glide through the hands. Press down the hands, seal the shoulders back and lift through cobra, up dog. Then lower the body down and lift both legs off the mat to where you can. Hands drag back with the chest lift up to the same height as the legs, finding that strength through your back body. Then exhale, lower the legs down, arch the chest up again. Pull the chest long, not necessarily high, and seal your shoulders down. And then to down dog, tuck or roll, take the buttocks up and stretch back long. Walk the legs out on the spot, bend and straighten. Hips side to side, shoulders, neck. Mobilize to where you can. And then bring it back to center. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. Chin in and up. Now slow your breaths in and out of your posture. Subtle adjustments of that posture where you feel necessary, lengthening. So if you feel your back is really rounding and hunching, bend the legs a little bit more, create some more extension through the spine. If you're really mobile and drop through to the floor, lift yourself up and out a little bit, really strengthening, stabilizing. Shuffle the feet back that little bit longer and put that corset-like feeling on and feel that different length through your down dog. Make sure you're still breathing. Where is it for you tonight? Slow your breaths in and out. Couple more. Deepen where we can. Last exhale, lift your heels, hips, head and chest. Step or jump your feet forward to the front edge of your mat. Once you're there, pull your chest forward, extend your spine. Exhale, fold your body to your legs, hold the back of the ankles and be down deep on the legs, as deep as you can get. Keep breathing into this feeling. And then start to bring the hands up onto the calf muscles. Round the back out more behind you, forehead at kneecap height. Press the hands against the calves, chin in, and now breathe that rounded back, across that back body again. Lungs through the middle upper back, get them to expand and broaden as we breathe in, as we breathe out. And then exhale fully, let the belly lift into the back, slide down the legs deep again. Push down through the feet, wide arms come up. Clasp your hands, turn your palms up. Arch your chest up and look up. Now breathe through your front body, open it up as much as you can. Slow those breaths in and out. Careful of your lower back and neck. Bring the spine back to its neutral position, focus the eyes and then balance, lift your heels off the mat. 3 breaths, steady and calm. Third exhale, the heels come down, ribs in. Reach the arms to your right, hips to your left. Now breathe up to that left side rib cage, slow and deep. And then inhale, center, second side. Arms left, hips right. Now breathe into that right side rib cage. Open it up again as much as you can. And then inhale up to center. Arch the chest up. Wide hands to the mat. Backs of hands beside the feet and surrender into your forward fold. The front body compressed on the legs. What does that feel like for you for the breathing? Where do you notice the breath work? Inhale, lift the heart, extend the spine. Lift your left leg out behind you, flex the foot, engage the leg. Right arm wide, and if you're balanced, left arm wide. Come up and stabilize, a version of Virabhadrasana 3. Tailbone to crown of head, one line of energy. Then the hands come down, step that left leg long, knee down and point the toes. Wide arms and up, reach up into your low lunge. Hands onto the hips as you exhale and balance off. Push away from the front foot, left knee, left thigh dragging through, and feel where this lunge is for you. Slow your breaths. Looking up, forward or down. Once the hips are balanced, bring those arms up. Wide arms and down, step back to your down dog. Take the buttocks up, stretch back long. Bring a slow, deep breath in. Feel the breath come through the body. And then a slow breath out. End of the exhale, gently lower to your knees. Inhale, dip your spine, look up. Take the buttocks all the way back to the heels, stretch back long. Drag the arms in, roll the back up, vertebra by vertebra. Chin tucked all the way, head comes up last. The arms continue to float up, reach up, stretch up. Hands forward onto the mat, shoulder distance, slide it long. Glide through, cobra up dog, push down, engage it, arch it through. Seal the shoulders back. Downward facing dog, tuck or roll, take the buttocks up. Right leg goes up behind you, straight up, keep those hips balanced. Knee to nose, shoulders above wrist, rounding up the back. Right foot steps through for your high lunge. Push away from those feet, let those arms come up, reaching up. Now straighten both legs up as much as you're comfortable to do and bend down. Both knees, hover the back knee off the mat. Straighten up through both legs, reach up. Exhale, bend both knees, hover back knee off the mat. Straighten up again, reach up. Come down and hover the back knee off the mat. 3 more breaths. Third breath, clasp your hands, extend your index finger, straighten your back leg and lean your body forward. Now if you're stronger, just bring that left leg up behind you, hands to the floor or wide if you need, and find your balance point again, Virabhadrasana 3. Now bend onto that right leg, come all the way up to stand for that glute work. Hands drop beside you, stand tall, close the eyes, mountain pose Tadasana. Slow the breaths, notice how it feels. Relax the shoulders down. The shoulders balanced above the hips. Pelvis neutral, not falling under or tilted forward. Is there balance? Down through the legs and into the feet, is there balance? Some slower, deeper breaths in and out. And then turn the palms out and stretch the fingers long. Wide arms and up, reach up, touch. Wide to the floor, let backs of hands drop beside your feet. Head heavy, chin and up. And just as if you're nodding yes in agreement with someone, let the head continue rocking back and forth, nodding yes. Careful of the neck, gentle with the movement. And then just let the head relax. Neutral alignment, tuck the chin a little more if you feel you need to protect. And then side to side. And the head comes back to center. Give yourself a moment, surrendering fully. Start to press the feet down, feel the leg muscles engage. Pull your chest forward, extend the spine. Right leg lifts out behind you, left arm wide, right arm wide, version of Virabhadrasana 3. Balance into it. Tailbone to crown of head, one line. Left leg push down through it, make sure you're not pinching on that left hip. The hands come down, we step the right leg out long, knee down and point, low lunge. The arms come up, reach up, stretch up. Hands under the hips, exhale and balance off on this second side. So feeling these front hips, are they as balanced as can be? Pushing back from the left, right side trying to drag it through. Feel where the opening and lengthening might be occurring for you. And then slow the breaths into these feelings. Arms up if you're ready to. And last exhale for you, wide arms and down. We're stepping back to down dog. Lift up and step it back. Find your stretch. Shuffle it back maybe a little bit longer again on this one. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. Bundas on through the torso. And then feel the stretching and the lengthening. Where is it occurring? Exhale fully, lower down onto your knees. Dip the spine gently, looking up. Buttocks all the way back to the heels, arms back beside the feet if you prefer. Stack the hands or in front, forehead resting on something. Tuck the chin in and up. Tuck the tailbone under, lengthen the lower back. Shoulders, can they broaden around the knees? And slow the breaths. Again, if we deepen the breaths, front body compressed, where do you feel the breath moving into? Slow and deepen. Last exhale for you, press the shins down, firm the lower belly, roll the back up on an inhalation, all the way up to neutral spine, and once you're there, continue. The arms float up when you're ready, reach up, stretch up, hands forward onto the mat, shoulder distance, slide it long. Glide it through, cobra up dog. Make sure the shoulders stay sealed back on the body as you glide through, so you use your upper body strength. Then lower the chest down and lift both legs and chest again, Shalabhasana. Feel the strength through the back body. We lower the legs down, arch the chest up again. It doesn't necessarily have to be high. If there's pinching, project further forward. And then downward facing dog, push back, elongate. Walk this down dog out on the spot, legs up and down, hips side to side, shoulders, neck, mobilize it. And then bring it back to being centered again when you're ready. Subtle adjustments, where do you feel? Lengthening and opening. Slow the breath into whatever you're feeling. Next inhale, the left leg goes straight out, stretch it. Knee to nose, shoulders above wrist, round the upper back. Push away from the floor, make it strong. Left foot steps through, high lunge, we're coming up. Take the arms up, straighten both legs up, and then exhale, bend both knees and hover the right knee off the mat. Straighten up, inhale, take it up. Exhale, bend, get that knee closer to the mat, hover it. And then bring it up again. This one down and hold. 3 breaths. Then clasp the hands, extend the index finger, lean forward. Make sure the legs are active, and then if you've got the strength, hands to floor or wide if you need support. Push off and bring that back leg up behind you. Virabhadrasana 3. Where's that for you tonight? A couple more breaths. Now bend that standing leg to push down, come up, feel how strong that left leg is. Right foot down, arms beside you. Stand tall, mountain pose Tadasana. Be completely still. Feel both sides, legs, glutes have worked. What does it feel for you now? Slow the breaths into these feelings. Make sure we haven't locked out through our joints. Standing tall, notice the feelings. Exhale, fully open the eyes, soften the knees. Step out along your yoga mat so you can see your screen. Comfortable wide stance, feet forward. Hands on hips, are they balanced? Down through legs and into feet, is there balance? From hips to shoulders, is there balance? Head centered, chin gently tucked, and feel as that spinal alignment not overextended or dropped anywhere, and keep the moment of breath. Slow breaths in and out. Subtle adjustments as we hold into this wide stance. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest a little more. You can look up, you can take the chin up if you wish. Fold down, pivot from your hips. So we're not hunching around in the back. Bend the legs more if you need to. Keep the pivot from the hips, the spine in its neutral position, and come down through those legs as deep as you're comfortable to do. Feet balanced, inner outer edges of the feet, front half to back half. Up through the legs, notice these feelings, balanced or different. From hips to shoulders, into the half inversion, the upper body coming down. Is there balance? Head centered, neck long. A few more moments, breathing, feeling. When you're ready, you can start to rock the hips side to side if you wish to, mobilizing. If there's any pulling on an inner leg, back or outer edge of leg, notice that. Come back to being centered. Push down through the feet, wide arms to come up. Reach them up, touch them together. Garudasana arms, feed them wide. Right arm in front, left arm underneath. Either keep the right arm long or full wrap if it's easy. Now lift the elbows up to chest height. Hands away from the forehead and press the forearms into each other. Keep breathing to the feeling. Do you feel a stretch? Now spin the heels in, toes out, and sit down in those legs to where you can. Press through the feet evenly. Push down and rise up without locking out. And then exhale again, bending down. Push into the 4 points on each foot evenly. And again, bringing it up. And then exhale all the way down. Hold into it, elbows up at shoulder height. 3 breaths. Tuck the tailbone under, try and feel you're pulling through. 3rd breath, unravel, straighten the arms up. Legs straighten, clasp the hands, arch up. 2nd side, wide arms, left on top, right underneath. Keep the arms straight or full forearm wrap. Elbows up off the chest, hands away from the forehead. Now press those forearms into each other. Slow breath in. Exhale, bend down into the legs. 4 points on each foot pressing. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, bend down into those legs. Keep your feet balanced. Inhale, bring it up. This one, come down and hold into it. 3 breaths. Arms press against each other. Pull the tailbone under, pull it through. Lower ribs in. 3rd breath for you, unravel, bring it all the way up. Clasp, turn up, arch up. Let the arms release down beside you. And as you do, turn your feet to the right, Trikonasana. Arms up shoulder height. Reach to your right, leg, ankle, foot, big toe bind. Push away from the feet, come all the way back up. Arms release, exhale. 2 to go. Inhale, arms up. Reach long as you breathe out. Fold long. Push away, breathe in, come up. Exhale, the arms release. This one we hold. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, reach long, come down into your posture and holding into it. Slow your breaths. Feel your body engage and lengthen as you hold into these breaths. Steady and calm with the breath. Mind focused with it. Tensing anywhere, release, come up a little bit higher. Top arm, bring it long beside the ear. Circle it down, come all the way up, arm shoulder height, bend onto that knee and shuffle along. Come into your lunge. Now lift the heel off the floor, bring it down, for you're pushing through both feet evenly. Again, lift the heel off the mat. Lower it down and again push away from both feet, legs strong. One more, lift the heel. Lower it down. Can you go any deeper in your lunge, pushing away from both legs as strongly as each other. Spine straight up, ribs in, front foot to hip all in one line. Relax the arms, straighten the legs and turn it to your left. Bring it into that shorter distance for Trikonasana. Give yourself a moment, slow breath in. Slow breath out. Then inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, reach to your left, reaching down. Push away, use your legs. Inhale, come up. Arms relax down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach to the left. Reach as deep as you can. Push to come up. Exhale, the arms relax. This one we hold. Arms come up, reach long, reach down, and hold into Trikonasana. Press away from your foundations. Focus on your breath, slow and steady. Spine long, engaging where we can. If there's no breath, come up higher. Then top arm long beside the ears, stretch. And then circle it down. As you come up, bend into that left leg, arms out shoulder high. Come in nice and deep and then lift the heel off the mat. And then lower the heel and push through both feet actively. Again, lift the heel, push through both feet. And then bend the heel down. One more, lift the heel up, push away from both feet, heel down and keep both legs active. Spine straight up, shoulders broad, ribs in, nice and strong. Front foot, knee and hip all in one line. Bring the back leg around more if you need to. Now push away, turn the feet forward, wide hands down to the mat. Once you're there, heel and toe both feet out as wide as you can get them. Go down to the forearms if it's easy for you and folding in deep and long. Feet pressing evenly, inner outer edges. Lift the navel, lift the ribs, seal the shoulders back onto your body. Chin in and up, back of neck long, not collapsing. Lean forward, heel and toe the feet into a more comfortable leg for you. Once you do, left hand under the face, right arm up, twist up, look to it. Push away from that right foot to keep your pelvis as balanced as you can. Stretch up, open up. Change it over, right hand down, left arm up. Twist up, look up. Slow breaths in and out. Left hand to outer edge, right ankle, right arm up, lift. Pull against the base arm as you stretch your upper arm. Second side, right hand, left ankle, left arm, take it up. Pull the body back through the middle legs, feet pressed, top arm stretch. Release the arms, hold your elbows and hang down, forward bend. Bring the feet in closer if you feel you need to. Unlock knees and press through feet as best you can. Release the arms, lift your head and chest long. Downward facing dog, transition back to the front edge of your mat. And once you're there, finding your down dog. Unlock knees, unlock elbows. We're taking the right leg up. Roll the hip up, ribs up, twist up, look up under that underarm. Bend that knee, keep lifting it high. Sweep the knee through to the back of the arm, slide it down, the foot across the mat, and slide the left leg out. Right buttock, slide it back. Rock the hips side to side, mobilize. Right buttock back, left hip forward. Where is the feeling for you? Keep rocking it, mobilize it. You can bring the right foot further forward, knee further out to the side, however that feels for you. When you're ready, start to walk the hands in front. Keep it active, try not just to slump. Keep pressing right buttock back, left hip forward, feeling it where it is. And then soften straight down onto the mat. You're welcome to feed the left arm under the right and lean out looking to the right. You're welcome to bring hands prayer position and press the back of the left upper arm against the mat. Bend the back leg up, reach the right hand back to that left foot, wherever the stretch is for you. Keep the right buttock low and long. Exhale fully, release it off, and then inhale, walk it up. Arching up to where you can. So no pinching in that lower back. Keep the legs working, right buttock pressing back, left hip pulling forward. Hands can reach up, clasp and turn up. Behind the back, clasp and pull away. Bend the back leg up and reach around the ankle, your choice. Keep breathing to this feeling, arching to where you can. It's a back bend, get the breath opening into that chest, into the front body. And then exhale, release it off. We're back to down dog. Lift it up, step it back. Walk it out on the spot, do what you need to. Find the stillness in the posture when you're ready to. Slow breaths in and out. Then left leg's going up, roll hip up, ribs up, twist up. Bend that top knee, keep the ribs held in. Knee to the back of the left arm as high as you can. Slide it down, foot across the mat, and slide that right leg out long. Slide the left buttock back long, and then start to rock from buttock to hips. So left buttock to right, hip coming forward, mobilizing it. You could bring that left foot further out, foot wider or knee wider to the left. Open into it where you can. Walk it forward when you're ready, but don't collapse all the way. And then that left buttock pushing back, front right hip squaring forward. Then soften all the way to the mat, or right arm underneath the left, And look out to your left side, feeling where that length might be for you. Using this left hand to keep the left buttock low and long. Hands could be prayer position and work the back of this upper right arm against the mat. Or we bend the back leg up and reach the opposite hand back for it. Feeling where these stretches are for you tonight. Keep breathing into the feeling. Slowing the breath. Surrendering physically. Mindfully tuning in. Connection. Union. Yoga. Exhale, fully release it off. Inhale, walk it up. Open up to where you can. So again, carefully not pinching in the back. Right hip forward, left body back. Keep breathing. Arms up and clasp, turn up. Bend the back leg up. Reach forward or just clasp the hands behind the back. Or hands stay supporting you on the mat. Lifting and opening to where you can. This one, we're going to release the leg if you're holding it, release the arms, lean out to that left body. Bring the right leg all the way around, outside edge of your left leg. Make sure that right sit bone comes down, otherwise left leg long. Left arm wrap for your twist, right hand behind, and look around behind your right shoulder. Encourage the shoulder back, the chest back. If you're falling away from the leg, coming closer, wrap and bind it to where you can, rotate. Slow the breaths, in and out. Exhale fully, face forward, inhale, unwind, exhale and change the legs. Right leg long or right leg tucking under, left foot over. Right arm wrap, left hand behind, make sure that left sit bone presses down. Rotate, look behind this left shoulder, encourage it back, the chest back. Binding, wrapping, make sure you're not leaning away from the legs, staying in with it. Finding that twist as deep as we can. Exhale fully, face forward, unwind. Take those legs out as wide as you can. Upavishta Konasana. Anchor the heels down, and then once you do, try and lift your pelvis forward. If you're falling out in the back, bend the legs up. We want an anterior tilt of the pelvis. Walk the hands forward or keep them back if you're falling back. Try and keep the toes up, not collapsing internally. Kneecaps up. And then breathe into this lengthening. Try not to let your chest collapse, no slumping onto the diaphragm. If your back is rounded, pull your front chest up more. Seal your shoulders back, keep lifting that chest. Side body lengthen, Keep breathing. And then let the upper body surrender in, soften in, or walk the hands back and push the back out behind you, or your choice. Exhale fully and roll the remainder of the way up. Inhale all the way coming up. Nice and slow. Give yourself a moment to be still once you're upright. Lift from the inside edge of the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring them in close. Keep hands behind you or hold around your feet, your choice. Butterfly those knees up and down. Then press the knees down. Tuck the chin in, round the upper back out behind you, and then see if you can roll your crown of head down towards your feet. Chin stays tucked in and up. Let the body roll in gently, not forcing it. Exhale fully, roll all the way up. Nice and slow. Sit up as tall as you're comfortable to do. Pull against the arms, resisting for the stretch. Tilt the right ear down, feel being lifted up on that left side. Head centers and then second side. Left ear down, right ear up. Inhale, center. Once you do, assist the knees to come up, legs slide long. Shake out, rub them down. Roll shoulders, mobilize the neck, do whatever you need to do. We're rolling the mat back to the mat. Use your core strength. If there's a back issue, support yourself. Roll all the way down. Those of you wishing to invert into shoulder stand, continue the roll up all the way. Support your back and lift if you're wishing to. If you're happy in Shavasana, you've rolled down, be still. If you feel you need to hug knees in or rock the body side to side, your choice. Do what feels right for you. If you have inverted triceps working, hands support the back and lifting. If you're mobilizing, rocking it out, whatever feels right, enjoy it. Slow your breaths wherever you're up to. Can we stay mindful to the breaths? Steadying, calming. version, make sure you do your counter pose. If you're doing other postures, balance off. Come back to being still when you're ready. Once you find your still point, breathe all the way up through the body, longer and deeper than what you normally would do. Breathe out, slide down through your body, out through your legs and out through your feet. Feet, backs of heels, hip distance, and let the feet drop. Feel them drop away and surrender. Feel them drop into the backs of the heels, feel them heavy. Then from the backs of the heels, breathe in, slide our focus up backs of legs to buttocks. Breathe out, soften. Feel the muscles through the backs of the legs soften. Cross hips and pelvis, balanced or different. Awareness to the tailbone. Breathe in, slide awareness up the spine to the top of the neck. Breathe out, soften. You feel the muscles on each side of the spine soften and spread. Shoulder blades heavy, chin tucks, back of neck long. Let the weight of the head release, the whole body surrender down, letting go, letting go. Notice the mind wandering, bring it back to breath. Shoulders heavy, head heavy, chin gently tucked. The whole body surrendering down. We start to gradually lengthen and deepen the breath. As the breath starts to deepen, gently rub thumbs and fingers and wriggle toes. Opening, closing hands and flexing feet back and forth. Circle the joints, ankles and wrists, full rotations. And then opposite direction in your time. Stretch the arms up and over when you're ready. Reach out long. And sigh and soften. Twice more. Now stretch for you, bend your legs up, roll to your right, give yourself a moment there. Move slowly to come up and sit when you're ready. Focus on your posture once you're up. Again, prop the hips if you need, knees dropping, spine neutral. Simply breathe, conscious breaths. Notice the energy, movement of the body. Energy changing, circulation flowing, pranic energy shifting and changing for us. Breathe into whatever you notice here. Next, inhale, wide arms sweep up. Connect the hands and touch to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips. As we move through life, we have kind words. Bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch long, surrender forward. Be still or rock it out, your choice. And then when you're ready, rolling on and finishing in your time.